Hello and welcome to this first round in the league. I'm playing in the competitive league here, and that means it's only like 400 players who plays in it. So this means you're gonna have to wait a little while before it kicks off. And you know me, I don't do take back, so I don't gonna cut in the video. And if you watch the prequel, you know what deck I'm playing. But I can, as we're waiting, go through it again. And it's a little bit of difference. Oh, we already have a opponent here, so well, let's play. We play with Romano and Subsidies. That's the difference in 19 lands, and then you see the sideboard cards. But let's play. This is important stuff. It went fast this time. Let's see, put this over here. And we have an opener. It's Noop Wild. Our opponent mulligans, and he's on the play, and I'm gonna keep this, even though it doesn't have a wild, because we have a silver gel. And if you wonder about the background, it's still a Hangover movie. Oh, he plays with a Gitaxian Pro. I'm not in a position to see what kind of deck he plays. It could be a lot of different decks. No! It's the Infect deck. That's a very hard matchup. And now he's away from keyboard. Yeah, the Infect deck is a very hard matchup. And as you hear, it's away from keyboard. I will go through the sideboarding, because he revealed himself. And here is the sideboarding, dispel and the gut shot, and remove all the expensive creatures. We don't play as many, we play less dispels, but here is the real deck, the whole deck I mean. And I've changed a little bit. I put in some Titanic and removed the relics and unsubstitute, and I removed one Hocus Recall, but otherwise it's the same. So gut shots and the spell will come in, and I can show you guys while we're waiting here, because he's taking his time. I surely don't have any good match record against this deck. I have 33% win record against Affinity, Infect I mean, and only 1 out of 4 first games. So after sideboarding though, it gets better, but it's not good. And the card you're afraid of is kind of Spellskite, because it nullify your cards. And before I played with Chalice. Chalice is very good against Infect, if you manage to draw it. Yeah. And here you can see my match record. You see Affinity, Infect, and also, well, what do you have it? Elves. Those are the 3 worst, and that's why we are playing Gutshot, because Gutshot is very good against all these decks. And I have a little here you see Infect, Affinity, Elves, and perhaps Absent Company. Because normally Gutshot isn't really worth having, but I think the meta game is fast enough to have it in the sideboard now. Normally I would have like Dismember or other cards in the sideboard. But against most other decks I have like 60% win records. So I'm quite happy with that, above 60%. But these are the three decks that I'm struggling against. Well, I also struggle against Lantern Control. And I want to be better at this deck as well. I think it's not that hard of a deck, but you can't, because against Scape Shift you can play Negate and Titanic Edge. But against Wallacott you have to, Negate doesn't help there, so you have to play other cards like Remand and I did added two mana counters. So in my local real life meta game, they play a lot of Wallacotts. And you see 67%, all the decks. Oh, now it's back, so I don't have to keep your time. Let's see. Here we go. Well, it only has 4 cards, so. But as I said, I, it's an uphill battle. And I can't block here because I have the Pendelhaven. That's a turn too late. And I have a lot of. I have to draw action here, not lands or eitherwise. Come on! That's action, but I'm not, still not happy about this. As I told you, only 1 in 5 on these first games, so. Curse Catcher is something, but I have to draw my Unsubstitute or Vapor Snags or something to bounce his dudes. Otherwise he will just walk all over me. Is this the turn 3 kill? It looks like it is. I can't change this with the curse catcher. He can just pay another mana. So that's gonna be another. Yeah, I'm gonna lose here. It's not much I can do. So, second game might be more interesting though. Gonna sideboard in these. Gonna sideboard in that. We're gonna sideboard in that. I want to try to interact with them any way I can. And now, and all these spells are only costing one, and so this will be good. And maybe I could play Remand as well. Remove Akira, but I only have 22 creatures here. So the thing is, I want to start with one of these 11 spells to be able to, well, compete with them. Come on, and eat a while. Oh, this is a strange indeed. Maybe I can keep it. I don't like it. But I have a gut shot and I have a Remand. Remand, that's good because I could the delve spells, but it's not great. Because I want to attack as well with the Mutavault, so I'm gonna keep it. He mulligans though. Just one, and he he puts on top, so it's almost like normal then. That's interesting. Should I gut shot that? Maybe I should actually. Two mass lands. Maybe I should kept the gut shot for a blighted agent instead. Maybe that would have been. Yeah. I think that would have been the correct thing to do. I have to rely on my Remand here to do some work. And if I'm able to actually attack with a Mutavolt for 3, 6 and an 8 with a Lord, so that he's down to 6 and then I can keep the Remand up. That would be good. But if he plays another Might Old Crosa, I'm toast. So hopefully he has something else. Hopefully it's that Delve spell. If it's Delve, then I'm good. He's greedy. He tried to kick it. Greed is not always good, you know. The thing is, I have to do 6 damage here. And he could have Dismember, I assume. That's 3. Two, 4, 6. So even if he has this member or that won't work out. But he was close that game. So the third game, and now he will be on the start, on the play. I don't think I'm gonna change anything. The only card I'm thinking about is Remand. How good is it? As you could see, they play a lot of colored mana, so it could be good, but maybe I can. No, I don't think. I think on summon here that is gonna work as is probably, or Vapor Snag. It's probably better than Remand there. So actually, the other guy has Hex Pros, or yeah. So yeah. Well, he mulligan both games, and now it's my turn to mulligan. Ah! This is my one chance to actually beat the Infect, and then I get these hands. I could never keep these kind of hands. This is shit. Shite! Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on top. Ah. He only has one land? That's kind of strange. This is strange. Yeah. Maybe. Actually, I want him to draw out of this. Am I greedy? If I don't think it's. Yeah, here you go. That's what I was thinking. Such a strange game. I think he's still in very much advantage here because, well, he should be at least. He only has one lambs though, but I think he will be able to draw out from that. No? Baga! Oh, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Should obviously have put my Harbinger into play. That's good. That's great, I would say. I have a chance there. What are you waiting for, man? I'm actually winning against Infect. I don't know. He's taking his time out here now. I'm gonna have to ask resolve. What is he resolving? No, he's probably away from keyboard again, so I guess we have to... Well, I guess this is Magic Online. People go away, they drink coffee, they go to toilet, they, well, grab some snacks. And what can I say? What can I say? I think we have 2 bounce spells here, so we're well equipped and we're gonna deal 6 damage a turn, so that would only be 3 turns away from a win. So that's great. Considering we mulligan to 5, that's fucking awesome. He didn't mulligan, but maybe he should have. Because he was sitting on a 1-lander and he have these double Mitral Crozas, but anyway, he should have. I don't know. I haven't played Infect. I would love to play Infect. It's one of the best decks in the format, I would say. And it has so many free wins if you don't have cards like this. Now I have 11 cards like this, so there will be no more free wins. So it's a 2-turn clock. Actually, that's quite a funny. I can actually put it back in my hand. That's kind of funny. And then while it in again. Or I could put back his dismember in his hand. Gigi! Woo! This is one of the greatest game. To to beat the Infect. So I done it. I managed even from a mulligan to 5. Well, he didn't draw that well, and he banged on his mighty old Crowsa to took him all the way. So see you in the second round.